It's March 17th, 2024, and I'm back in the 16 by 16 pen with Siri. So I'm realizing I don't want to chase her. I don't want to move her around. I don't want to shut her down. I'm realizing, wait a minute, this is your body. No wonder you feel suspicious. No wonder you feel weary. It makes so much sense. I can't do anything to her. I do need to do something with her, which requires a mutual cooperation and her consent, not just her compliance. As I stand here talking into my phone, she's about 6 inches from me. I cannot help but not recognize that she understands this. I see it in her eyes. I feel it in her body. I'm not anthropomorphizing anything here. I'm just seeing a soul who is as weary as I am of 3 years of wanting to get her feet done and finally recognizing I had to come to this place of asking permission for anything I do to her body or with her body. I mean, the notion of riding her is so far in the distance, it's not even funny. First, I need to know every subtle nuance in this new space that we're sharing together. I need to recognize what her triggers are. Not even what her triggers are, just when she says that's enough. This process is slow. It's in a way painstakingly slow. She's sniffing my hand in the phone. But in taking this so slow, I'm actually starting to realize how much of a seamless process this can be for her and for me. Neither one of us is happy that she was pulled off the range. Both of us would love to turn her and her kids and her partner out. But that's not happening right now. What's happening right now is we're in a space where we need to do this together. It's not me at her. I don't want to train her. Matter of fact, I don't think she needs training. She needs deep, intimate connection. And it's probably paralleling very well with me and with my life. Understanding deep, intimate connection where we both feel safe with each other. It's interesting. The book Braiding Sweetgrass comes to mind. The way that Robin describes being with the plants and this intimate connection she has and this shared language. We have it with all life. First and foremost, we have to remember that it's in ourselves, that we are connected to this very deep language. And it's not even a verbal language, actually. It's not even a verbal language. As I stand here, and Siri moved around a little bit, and I followed her, and then I stopped. She backed up. And as she backed up right into the place where the farrier would need to be at her shoulder, she says to me, "Just show me Just show me what you need for me to do. I realize, quite comically, as an animal communicator, that's one of my greatest gifts, showing a clear picture. And I forget to do this because I'm trying to tell her what I need her to do, instead of show her that I need her to stand still when the farrier is at her shoulder. And so, as I show her this picture, she does what I ask her. It's very fascinating, this lost language. What's most fascinating about it is that it is so simple and so natural. And it is what every child born on this planet knows. And it doesn't matter the species. As I'm standing sharing this, I put my elbow gently against her shoulder where the farrier would be. And she moves away. But I show her the picture. What I need from you is to come over here, and the farrier is going to have to touch your leg. So can you do this? Can you put yourself in this position, and can you allow yourself to be touched? It's a far easier way than me telling her with a stick. It seems far more efficient too. I breathe deeply, and she feels her sovereignty again. I don't feel like I'm subjecting her to something like I am when I have the stick in my hand. I'm not saying that it isn't useful, and I'm not saying that it's sometimes not necessary. But in this moment, we've attained far more peace and far more quickly, far more simply. She knows that I need to also be able to have her stand when the farrier is right next to her belly, so she takes a step forward. She asks me, "Is this what you need?" And I nod my head, "Yes, that's what I need." And she said, "Oh, okay, I can do this." And I say, "Thank you so much. I deeply, deeply appreciate it. I deeply appreciate your cooperation." She said, "This isn't as hard as you're making it." I said, "Thank you. I deeply appreciate that too." Now, I step back to her hip, where she's always had a problem and will definitely move off if I'm standing next to it. And she said, "This isn't so bad." She's like, "You should just relax and allow us to do what we need to do." So anything that I would have learned from a trainer or another human being is not, and probably would not teach me what I need to actually learn directly from this mare. And I'm blown away because trying isn't the answer. Being with her, hearing her, listening to her, allowing her to square up to me and say, "Okay, you are on my right side, now try my left side and let's see what we can do." She takes 2 steps back. I take 2 steps back with her, and then she stands. She said, "This is what you want me to do?" I say, "Yes. That's all I need you to be able to do, is for me to feel comfortable at your side. That you have no need to kick, that you have no need to fear that anything bad is going to happen to you." And she obliges. In her way, without having to dumb herself down.